Philly on the move. It's Wentz. Here comes some pressure. He's in trouble. Staying on his feet, and down he goes. He tried to stay up, but Ryan Kerrigan held him and brought him down for the first sack of the season. It's a loss of 10, second and 20. Wentz looked like they're trying to set screen, and Kerrigan may have blown that play up beautifully.
He has to run as well.
On the fake, pressure to Wentz's face, pump fakes, and then gets smoked for the sack. It's Sweat. Four-man rush. Wentz bounces away, looking, and down he goes, and it may have dropped him out of field goal range. Jonathan Allen comes through with the 5th sack today. Philadelphia leads 23 on 4th down last year. Here comes the house. Wentz is buried. Bostic on the linebacker blitz, and that's that. The 6th sack of the day for Washington. Meanwhile, Washington has come back from 17 down, and here we go. Early 4th quarter, it's Wentz, who struggled in the second half. Kerrigan has a hold up, and down he goes again. The 7th sack for Washington, and this D-line is dominating. Four-man rush, pressure again. Ioannidis. Wentz steps in trouble. Sack, ball is looped, picked up by Washington. It's Kerrigan. Washington has it with the strip sack. The 8th sack of the day.
All-time team sack leader. There's going to be a few more. We got to watch the tape. There's going to be a few more, but I want to give this to the coordinators, guys, because I've had my struggles, and they've been great. All of them. Jack. Yeah. I don't know who played that first quarter. Gretchen Bergen. The guys that played second, third, fourth quarter. Woo! Was all about. Hey, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys are the real deal. Okay? I didn't know, nobody knew, but when I saw you guys turn around and get it going in the second quarter, it made me realize just exactly how good you guys can be. Trust me, fellas, it's in here. It really is. You look at what we did as an offense, as a defense, and the special teams against that team setting NFC East camp. I tell you, you can play. I don't get a big head. We've got another test. It's a completely different football team. But we take it one at a time. Enjoy this. You guys earned the right to enjoy this one. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, and I'll tell you one thing too, guys. Humble experience to win, and humble experience to lose. Be humble, be forthright, and again, whatever you do, just be watching the football. First win as head coach.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is just the beginning of who we can become, guys. Believe in the process. Team all three. 1, 2, 3.
What's going on, people? CP3, live from the lab, Sports on the Hill podcast, Washington football team breakdown show. if you go back to last year, we did a pregame, a postgame, and we did a breakdown show normally on every Thursday night. But I said, hey, might as well go ahead. We had some Thursday night football where the Cleveland Browns defeated the Cincinnati Bengals. I had Joe Mixon going. He only got me like 8 points in fantasy football, so I'm a little upset about that. But Cleveland is now 1-1. Cincinnati's 0-2. And it was a decent game last night. I had it on. I wasn't really paying too close attention to it. But Joe Burrow looks nice. He's elusive. He had pocket presence and all of that good stuff. So they just got a lot of work to do in Cincinnati. But we're talking about the Washington football team. You just saw the clip that I played from week one, the surprising to some 27-17 victory over the Eagles after coming back from a 17-0 deficit with about about a minute 45 left in the second quarter, and put together a great defensive performance, an okay offensive performance, but was able to get the win and put up 27 points in their first game of the season. And we've known for years with the difficulties this team has with scoring, and for them to put up 27 on a decent yet injury-riddled Philadelphia team, it's still a good building point, I feel. I've been monitoring social media lately, and a lot of folks are, upset about the offense and the wide receivers, saying that, they should, look to trade for somebody, or Allen Robinson in Chicago is supposed to be unhappy, and a lot of folks talking about trading for him. I'm like, it's week one. They had no preseason. You have new offense being instilled with new players that's trying to find their way. You're not going to click in week one. We saw a lot of offenses not clicking in week one. Just give it some time. I mean, this week is going to be a hell of a test with Arizona because they have a quality defense also. We saw Haskins make some mistakes last week, overthrows, some misreads. Luckily, there was a couple of chances for interceptions. Luckily, he didn't get one, because those are killers, and we saw that with the two interceptions that the defense forced with Fabian Moreau and Jimmy Moreland. And that's why I was wondering why they had Darby out there on the corner to start the game, when we saw what Fabian Moreau did at the end of last season when he played on the outside. I believe the stat was, I saw in like 8 games of him starting on the outside, he has 5 interceptions. He started like 10 games in the in the inside position and had none. So he's definitely, hopefully they'll be doing that same thing. Maybe they'll have him on DeAndre Hopkins, because that dude is going to be a problem. I'm going to break down a little bit of this matchup. Not going to give away too much because we got our pregame show Sunday afternoon at 3:30. I'll be breaking down the game, giving my keys to victory, and what could help this team go to 2-0, a surprising 2-0, because a lot of folks, just about everybody's taking Arizona this game, and we saw what happened last week when they took Eagles, and the Washington football team was able to, do their thing. Some of the scores that I've seen, some of them have the team losing by 30, so it's going to be real interesting, because Kyler Murray is a problem. That dude's quick, elusive, and he can if he can escape the pocket and buy time, I don't care how good your defense is, eventually that's going to wear him down. So I'm going to go into that a little more detail on Sunday. Just going to touch a little bit here and there, just to break down this matchup between these two teams. As I mentioned, the Washington football team is 1-0, top of the division. All the other teams lost. Offensively, Washington is unfortunately at the bottom of the pack at just about everything. Total yards 239, that's last in the league. Pass yards 159, that's 30th. Rush yards 80, that's 28th. Points 27 points, so that's tied for 9th. So they're in the top 10 in scoring. And in third down percentage on offense, they're only at 27.8, which is 29th. Arizona, on the other hand, total yards 404. That's 6th in the league. Passing is 224 yards passing a game, which is 18. Rushing 180, which is 2nd. Kyler Murray put up 91 rushing yards last week. So, as I was mentioning, keeping him in the pocket is definitely going to be very key to the success of this team in week 2. Scoring points, they're 15th. They put up 24. And third down percentage, they're ninth in the league at 50%. Defensively, the Washington football team ranked fourth in total yards given up, 265. Passing, they gave up 208, which was 10th. Rushing, they gave up only 57, which was third. Points, they gave up 17, which was 17th in the league. And on third down conversions, the defense gave up 35%, which is 10th in the league, which is actually outstanding compared to the standings last year. Remember, they were one of the worst teams. They did give up a third and 22, but, you know, can't be too mad because we saw it as low as 20% some points last year. So they got something to build on. They got work to do. They got 8 sacks, 3 turnovers, and, held them to 57 yards rushing, but there's still work to be done. On the defensive side for Arizona, they gave up 366 yards, which was 16th, 243 yards passing, which is 19th, 123 yards rushing, which is 17th, gave up 20 points, which is 10th, and they're number 1 in the league on third down conversions for their defense at 18.2%. So that's, definitely going to be one of my keys to victory that I'm going to talk about on Sunday. Not going to go too much detail into it right now, but there's some things that I saw last week. Like I said, it's only 1 week. You got a new offensive coordinator, dealing with a second-year quarterback, pretty much young backfield, inexperienced and young receiving core, and a line that's trying to, find its way. So offensively, there are going to be some hiccups. It's going to take a little bit of time, but this knee-jerk reaction of, we need to, bring in, trade this person, trade that person, it's ridiculous. Just to wrap up real quick, just to go over some of the stats for the players. Quarterback Haskins was 17 for 31, 178 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, with an 82.5 passer rating. Kyler Murray went 26 for 40 with 230 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, with a 78.1 quarterback rating. Running back Peyton Barber for the Washington football team had 17 carries for 29 yards. That's a 1.7 yard average, but he got those 2 touchdowns to help the team get the victory. Kenyon Drake for Arizona had 16 carries for 60 yards with a 3.7 yard average and a touchdown. Wide receivers, Terry McLaurin had 5 catches for 61 yards, no touchdowns, with a 12.2 yard reception average, and DeAndre Hopkins had 14 catches for 151 yards and with a 10.79 average. Neither one scored a touchdown yet. Total defense, the Washington football team is ranked 4th, Arizona is ranked 16th. Offense, the Washington football team is ranked 32nd, and Arizona is ranked 2nd. I give the edge of the offense to Arizona. I give the edge of the defense to the Washington football team. Special teams is a coin flip. And when it comes to coaching, I got to give Ron Rivera the edge over Cliff Knight of Kingsbury. This is his 2nd year in Arizona. He has some things to learn, some things to do. But I'm rooting for my team, Washington football team, so they can put another upset in week 2. Just wanted to come out, give you a quick breakdown of this game. Quick teaser for Sunday at 3:30, doing a pregame show, postgame show, probably about 15-20 minutes after the game. I got to set the graphics up and do everything for the postgame. So stay tuned for so much more. CP3 live from the lab, and I'm out.